What's going on, guys? It's Trilobyte here, and welcome to yet another episode of Showdown Showcase. Today we are doing RU, which means rarely used. In my opinion, probably one of the most, if not the most, overlooked tier. I use a lot of RU Pokemon in the upper tiers, as you guys will see me use X-Cloud a lot, Ambipom. There's another one that I'm thinking about that I totally blanked on for the video, but yeah, we're going into RU today. Basically, it's for me, it's more of a holding place. You're too good for NU, but you're not quite there for OU. So you're gonna see that my team is mostly NU Pokemon because that's what I'm more familiar with. We do have two RU Pokemon, and that's Seismitoad and Sneasel. The Seismitoad is rocking out with an Assault Vest, and it's physical. I made it purely physical just because I needed some more physical hitting stuff on my team. It's rocking out with the Assault Vest, and then I chose Weezing to be my core with that because the only thing that hits Seismitoad for super effective damage is Grass, and Weezing resists that, and then Weezing only gets hit by super effective damage by Psychic, and Seismitoad can tank some Psychic hits. So then we have Sneasel, which is our fake out lead. Kriganol, if I'm pronouncing that right, which is our spinner, and it's a tad specially offensive. We have Pyroar, which is choice specs, and then of course our Flame Orb, Gusto, or Guts, Swellow. So let's go ahead and get into it. Wow, we found that one really fast. What's his lead going to be? Probably the Banette. I'm going to lead Redhead anyway. He's going to bring in the Golbat. Now, if he brings in the Banette, that's fine with me. I don't mind, you know, missing a fake out because then I can just go for a knockoff. Oh, he's going to bring out the... totally forgot about the Cofagrigus or Cofagrigus, whatever you call it. But Pyroar kind of walls him because he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm immune to the Will-O-Wisp. And nothing on his team besides that Houndoom wants to take a Dark Pulse, which is choice specs. I decided... Oh, he's going to bring out the Gallade. Oh, wait, it's justified, isn't it? It is justified. Okize. Does he have anything that wants to set up? You know, that Amoonguss might be carrying Toxic Spikes, but the Cofagrigus might be carrying Toxic Spikes also. So we're going to have to watch out for that. But he's definitely going for a fighting type move. And I know that... Oh, he went for the knockoff. Okay, good for him. Now, he's probably going to go for the Psycho Cut. I'm just going to try to burn this thing. Beijing, I just need you to take one hit. Oh, wow, he switched out. So he's going to go into the Houndoom. Maybe it's Flash Fire. It is Flash Fire. And, but I can go on a Blurp here. And the predictions are real. I hope I don't get bodied on the very first battle. It seems to happen sometimes. But the Fire Blast is going to come through. It's only going to do 23%, but he's going to get the burn. Good for him. Good for him. What's he going to bring in to take, I guess, an Earthquake would be what he thinks I'm going to use. So I'm actually just going to go for the knockoff because if he brings in the Golbat, he brought in the Amoonguss. Okay. He's gonna knock. I'm gonna knock off the Black Sludge here, and I'm gonna send in Lysander. And I'm gonna do that because one. Oh wait, he's gonna go for Spore. I just realized that. Okay. I'm gonna go for Hyper Voice here, and he's gonna send in the Banette. So I stayed asleep, and now I'm gonna go for Dark Pulse because I didn't move, or I was asleep, I can switch up my moves even though I'm choice specs, which is nice. I love Pyroar's design. Like, I was hating on it so much whenever there's Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is going to do a lot, and Sucker Punch is in a 2-hit KO. He doesn't seem like the type of person that's going to sack off his Banette, though. And so I'm just going to go into Gusto here, because if he goes for Shadow Sneak, I'm immune to it. He can't Sucker Punch. So he is going to send... Oh, he sent in the Golbat. That's fine with me. I can go for the Facade here and wreck some faces. This Golbat really can't kill me, I don't think. Unless Gusto's just a lot more frail than I thought it was. It's going to U-turn, which is, again, is fine with me. He wanted his Golbat to take the damage while he can safe switch in something, which, I mean, good for him. He's going to send out the Cofagrigus. And I'm just going to send in Lysander. You know, Lysander is pretty, he's going to set up the Toxic Spikes like I thought he would. And I am actually going to go for the Overheat because he is going to stay in, which is fine with me. The Overheat's going to do a lot. He's going to set up another layer of Toxic Spikes. I don't think it's a kill. In fact, I'm 90% sure it's not a kill. He might just stay in here and go for a Pain Split. I'm going to go for another Overheat, and he is probably going to, yeah, he's going to Pain Split here. And we're kind of trapped just a little bit, but I don't think he can hit me with anything. So I'm going to stay in. That's probably a mistake. There's the Banette. The Banette might not die to this. It is going to go down. I'm at literally 1/4 special attack now. And the Banette is going to go down, but he could easily revenge kill something here. I really need to get used to what these things do and what everything runs and everything. Since Blurp's already burned, I can safely send in Blurp. That's going to do 23 plus the burn. Blurp's going to go down here, unfortunately. I can Drain Punch just in case I don't go down if it was a high roll or something. But I am going to go down here. And I can send in Gusto at this point because he might send in the Cofagrigus. In which case, I'm going to Brave Bird. So there's the Golbat. So the Golbat's going to go down to a Brave Bird. And so the Golbat does go down. And he can easily come in here and revenge kill. I haven't taken out the threats yet. And I really need to save Gusto. Gusto is most likely my win condition. And I'm just going to go for the Facade. If he goes for a Sucker Punch, I'm 90% sure it doesn't kill. And, oh, I'm not faster. Wait a second. 349, 317. It's Scarfed. Oh. Well, that's nice to know. It's Scarfed. So, man, that messes with me. Okay. So, we have 329 speed. He has a maximum of 317. Well, so he's going to take the Fake Out just fine. And honestly, I'm just going to go for the Icicle Crash. Man, is it Scarfed? I'm going to have to look to see, because, I mean, I did I make it Adamant, or did I make it? I'm wanting to say I made it Adamant. Flinch. Oh, nope, it hit the Giga Drain. But one more Icicle Crash takes this thing down. And, he might switch out. If he switches out, I'll just go for a knockoff on the Cofagrigus. There's the Cofagrigus. I'm going to miss my Icicle Crash, which is tragic. But I do outspeed this thing, and knockoff probably won't kill just because of how bulky it is. But we'll see. I really hope knockoff kills. He might predict the knockoff and switch out again. But, I mean, Justified scares me. You know, I was just talking about how, like, Swellow was my win condition. And that's because Swellow bodied most of this team. And just letting it go down like that was terrible. I should have thought it was Scarfed. Like I said, I'm unfamiliar with this tier. If Scarfed Houndoom is a thing, I did not know it. I was completely oblivious. And we're going to get the kill, and I'm okay with having Mummy because we're going to go down here. Oh, that was kind of big. I mean, not really because I don't really have anything physical left, but I can get a Rapid Spin off here. Excuse me. Now, if he sends in the Houndoom, we're kind of screwed. And he's going to send in the Gallade. So, we're still kind of screwed. But, maybe just maybe, we can live one Drain Punch, which is going to bring him into full health. We're going to get the Rapid Spin off. Drain Punch is going to come through, completely take us out, give him all of his health back. How fast are you? 284. Okay, so I know for a fact that this thing is more physically... Is he going to go out and Houndoom? Is he going to go out and Houndoom? It's more physically weak than it is specially weak, is what I was trying to say. I'm going to go for Hyper Voice. He stayed in... Okay, but with that damage, it really wouldn't have mattered. It really wouldn't have mattered. GG on his part. GG on his part. I can go for Sludge Wave here. He's probably going to go for... I don't know, maybe... Oh, he went for a Will-O-Wisp. I guess residual damage is residual damage, right? So that didn't do anything. So it's probably Assault Vest. I didn't even think about Assault Vest Gallade. Even though I know that that is a thing sometimes. So we get the poison, which is nice, I guess. I'm going to Pain Split, because he's going to Ice Punch. I'm going to Pain Split, bring me up just a little bit, and 24 to 18. And Sludge Wave. Ice Punch is going to bring me down to 5. I probably should have Pain Splitted, but I think we're both going to go down here. Yeah, we're both going to go down. So we start this with a -2, which is disheartening, but hopefully we can sort of redeem ourselves. Whew, that is a gigantic team. Okay, so I'm going to lead with Redhead, as he leads with Clawitzer. He doesn't have a Ghost type, which is nice. I can just go for a Fake Out here. And Clawitzer's scary, because it has the Aura Sphere, the Water Pulse, Dark Pulse, and Dragon Pulse, I'm guessing is going to be its moveset. But I'm going to go out and Blurp. Blurp has the Water Absorb. He is going to Dragon Pulse here. That does a lot. Wow, that's choice specs. All the way that is choice specs. Based on how much that Fake Out did, he's also pretty bulky too. I didn't even know that. I'm going to go for a Drain Punch, as he sends out the Tangrowth. Good on his part. Good on his part. I kind of want to predict a Leech Seed. Dang it. Stop doing that, Nick. I'm about to make a super risky play. I'm going to knock off. I'm going to get rid of the leftovers. And he went for the Leech Seed, which is fine with me. I can send out Ice Demon here, because if he goes for... And there's a knockoff on me. Wow, that did a lot. That did a lot. So, I'm going to use Recover. So he isn't going to switch out. He's going to go for another knockoff. I'm going to Freeze Dry. Boom. See, I thought that would kill. Because I'm modest. But here comes the Hitmonlee. And basically, I'm finna take a Fake Out right here. That's basically what's finna happen. Is I'm about to take a Fake Out. So I'm gonna go out into Beijing, because Beijing walls the... Oh, he went for High Jump Kick. Okay. I see you, big dog. All up on your Wolf. Hit this Will-O-Wisp real quick. He's gonna bring in the Steelix, which is fine with me, because Steelix really doesn't have anything for me either. And I can go ahead and... I'm gonna Flamethrower first. Oh, he is ooh, that did a lot. Heavy Slam is not gonna do that much. And one more Flamethrower is gonna take this thing out. So he kinda sacked off his Mega Steelix. I love Mega Steelix's design, man. I think it's probably one of my favorite looking Megas that I have never used before. So of course we see Clawitzer come in, and I really don't need Ice Demon anymore. Ice Demon put in work. I am confused now, and 338 with my 247. If it's max speed, we are not going to... Okay, he has Aqua Jet. Never mind! So, we are going to be able to safely bring in Blurp here and go for a knockoff. What is he packing? Life Orb. I mean, I should have seen that. I'm retarded. Anyways, go for the Earthquake here. We are faster. He's not going to Aqua Jet just because he sees that we might be water absorbed. And this match is looking a little bit better. Now, we may be faster than this Druddigon. We're 184 if he is not fully invested. We're going to get some damage off, basically. That's what I'm telling you guys. And he's going to go for Dragon Claw. So, I'm going to send in Redhead. Because based on what that did, Icicle Crash is going to do a lot more. And it does. We're going to take not Rocky Helmet, wow. We're going to take Life Orb recoil damage. And I'm going to send out Beijing again. So, yeah. I wish I had something. Oh, wait, I do have something with Protect. What the crap am I talking about? So I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp. Because High Jump Kick's going to take Beijing out. But it's going to do a good deal of damage. So, I'm going to bring in Gusto. I'm predicting the High Jump Kick because it is neutral. He is going to go for the High Jump Kick. And I'm going to get burned. And I can just go for the Quick Attack here. Was that choice banned? Because like all he went for was High Jump Kick. But Drapion is going to come in. And Facade is going to ruin someone's life. That did a lot though. Like, I mean, not that did a lot. I mean, I understand that Drapion's like really physically bulky. But I expected that to one-shot. Any Hoodles, we win the battle with a +3, which puts us at +1. And we have one more battle going into this. And this team is scary as crap. Okay, so, obvious threats. We definitely have a Trick Room team here. We definitely have a Trick Room team here. Man, we have a Trick Room team here. I guess #1 goal is to maybe try not to let him set up Trick Room, because if he sets up Trick Room, I mean, we might as well just, you know, bend over, let him have his way with us. But, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm going to take a sip of my energy drink here. And, I'm kind of nervous. And he's the one taking his time, and I'm the one that's nervous. Now, common weaknesses, we definitely... we see a dark type weakness. So Sneasel is going to be super important. I'm going to fake out here. Now, he didn't go out... Wow, that's kind of crazy. He did not go out into Cofagrigus. And Knockoff is going to take him out. So we see the Lumberry, which means he was Harvest. Maybe Rest? I don't know. There's the Cofagrigus, and as of right now, I don't want to deal with this thing, so I'm just going to switch out into Lysander as he goes for the Protect. And like I said, we see this dark weakness on this team, and we need to take advantage of it. That's going to do 96% as he does set up the Trick Room. Now, we have 4 turns of this Trick Room. I'm immune to Shadow Ball. I don't know why he went for Shadow Ball. Honestly, that's one Trick Room user down. He's going to send in the Camerupt here. And I'm going to send out Blurp, because this thing's 4 times weak to water. And, I mean, Electros resists water. But, I mean, I have other things to deal with this Electros. Wow, that does so much. It's physical. Okay, I didn't expect this thing to be physical, TBH. TBH, I did not expect this thing to be physical. I'm going to switch right back out into Beijing because he's going to go for another Earthquake. And I don't really have anything to do to this thing. I'm going to Sludge Wave as he goes for a Flash Cannon. He is mixed. This is a mixed Camerupt. Camerupt is going to be the death of me, man. If he's going to go for Flash Cannon, I can go out into Lysander and go for a Hyper Voice. Actually, no, I'm going to go out into Blurp because Blurp can take a Flash Cannon. And now I'm faster than this thing. He's going to switch out into Bronzong. which is fine with me because I don't think that... Is it going to be levitate? I don't know if it's going to be levitate. I'm just going to go for knockoff. It's going to be a crit. I'm sorry, man. He's going to set up the Trick Room. Faux cheesy. And I'm going to go for Earthquake. Heavy Slam's not going to do anything. Is he levitate? He is levitate, unfortunately. I'm going to Drain Punch at that point. He's going to Toxic me. Drain Punch is going to do 15%. And I'm just going to let myself go down here. Stall out the Trick Room, basically, is what I'm going for. And see, that's a mistake in my part, on his part, to let me stall out. Because, I mean, yeah, he can set up another Trick Room, but Trick Room just disappeared. And I can send out Lysander here and completely take this thing out with a Dark Pulse or an Overheat. I'm going to go for Dark Pulse, though, just in case that Camerupt comes out. He is going to preserve it, which is very smart on his part. I'm going to send out Ice Demon. Because it's a Trick Room team, I doubt that this thing's going to be speed invested. So if it decides to stay in and go for the Aura Sphere, I might outspeed this thing, though, and Freeze Dry. This thing's not going to like Freeze Dry. Now, he might switch out to go for the Trick Room. He's not going to. He wants that free switch in to that Bronzong, because this Bronzong can come in and set up another Trick Room. However, that's a wasted turn, and I can go for either a Recover or a Freeze Dry. I really don't know what I'm going to go for first. This is a good match, because this guy's really making me think, you know, around his strategy. You know, I'm not playing to my own strategy right now. With Trick Room teams, you have to, in most cases, you have to work around their strategy. And we see the Bronzong come in, and I'm actually going to go for a Recover here, as he does set up the Trick Room. And I'm going to go for a Freeze Dry, as he Toxics me. That does 14%. I'm going to Freeze Dry again. Is he really going to let this thing run out? Dude, I'd say go into Camerupt. There's the Camerupt. That does 40%. That does a clean 40%. So, I mean, he's going to kill me right here with, I think you had Fire Blast. Oh, wait, we haven't seen what special move he has. So we've seen Earthquake. We've seen Flash Cannon. He could go for Flash Cannon right now. Wow, predicting the switch. That cost him right there. I'm going to say that that's game, because now Fake Out kills this Camerupt. Flamethrower is going to take me out. I don't know what he was predicting. Maybe Pyroar to come in? I don't even know, man. But, I mean, Trick Room's going to fade out. I'm going to go for a knockoff, because if he sends in Bronzong, he sends in Electros, which is fine with me, because I'm going to knock off that Expert Belt, and I can go for an Icicle Crash here. That Electros is going to be dead. I think Redhead is going to get us a little sweep here, because Bronzong is not going to be fast enough to set up the Trick Room. I'm going to take this thing out with a knockoff, and then this Camerupt is going to come in, and of course we are faster. I'm going to go for the low kick, because base power 120 right now, because of how heavy that Camerupt is, and we're going to win. That was a great battle. When he set up that Trick Room and that Camerupt came in, that was such an oh crap moment. I think I played pretty well, though. Mistakes on my opponent's part was definitely letting me stall out that Trick Room, because he really didn't get anything out of it. Yeah, he was able to kill my Seismitoad with it, but if he had brought in, you know, Camerupt, he would have forced switches. He would have made me sack off something maybe a little bit more important than that. But all in all, we did go +5 in this episode. And as always, hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video.